All right, moving on. I've also been playing a game called Pokemon. So I don't know if you guys heard. This is like the worst video game of all time.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Rachel looks so
Definitely.
good in that screenshot.
Yeah.
Like,
So
that's not you.
no, it's not. It's not always gonna be me. I actually no. Yes, it is me.
Yep.
Looking good.
Yeah, I got a
You
lot
look
prettier.
good.
Thank you. So yeah, Pokemon Sword and Shield is the latest Pokemon game, and one that got a weirdly large amount of controversy for the executive decision to cut a lot of Pokemon out of it. Up until we'd heard about the DLC, what were your thoughts on Game Freak cutting Pokemon from the game?
Totally fine.
Yeah.
I didn't really mind because
Okay.
they've been
Yeah.
doing that with all the other previous games. Not all the Pokemon are there.
Mm.
So I think the big thing was that there's no national deck, so there's no hope of getting certain Pokemon. But overall, I didn't mind. There are some Pokemon I miss, but it is what it is. I still enjoy the game.
Yeah, that's kind of how
I totally agree.
That's kind of how I felt about it too, where I was never going to catch every Pokemon anyway, and I know you guys. Yeah, excuse weird flex, but okay.
Wow.
Yeah, I didn't play those. I know I'm like a super casual Pokemon player, but like catching them all was not really the way I enjoyed those games. I caught a few Pokemon, I fought some stuff, got to the end of the story, and I was good. And for that purpose, I thought that Pokemon Sword and Shield was really good, and I had a lot of fun with it. It's maybe maybe a little too straightforward for me in terms of its story. I think in particular where it does try and take a turn, it gets really weird in a not good way. But otherwise, like just the experience of like running around and catching Pokemon in like the wild area, in particular the wild area. The wild area is so great, and I hope they incorporate that more into future games. I know the DLC has like new wild areas as well, which should be a lot of fun.
And that sweet BMX bike that.
Oh, sorry.
I said I remember your video of you running into Snorlax.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Oh, I was so heartbroken when I couldn't catch him because I was not strong enough of a trainer, which is a new thing in this as well, right? Like before, it was just you could catch whatever, but now that they've made it open, they've gated it in other ways, and that took me a little bit to adjust. Like as soon as I got into the wild area, I immediately ran into a Pokemon I had no chance of catching, and just Onyx just destroyed me, and I was like, wait, what? And yeah, it took me a bit to realize that what was actually happening.
I kind of liked it though. I didn't mind it the way they did it.
Yeah, once I understood that, then I was totally okay.
Seems like a nice addition to change up the gameplay.
Chris and Rachel, what was your experience like collecting the entire Pokedex?
It was glorious because I have tried to complete my Pokedex in every single Pokemon game, and I've never been able to do it because of certain legendaries or certain events, and then a new game would come out and I would forget the old game and play the new game. And because there was only 400 Pokemon and Chrissy and I were playing beside each other, it was like a lot easier, and I just did it within a week and it was great.
Nice.
How do you guys feel about the DLC and them bringing back like 200 Pokemon, like old ones?
I was so excited for the DLC. I missed like the third tier games. Like I did not like the people ones in Black and White and Sun and Moon. So I think the DLC is a perfect like combination of them. It's a little less money, brand new areas to explore. I'm more excited for it.
Definitely a win-win.
All right.
And they're bringing back Pokemon. That's the idea for the expansion?
Well, yeah, since it's a new wild area, I think they like, instead of using the same old Pokemon that are in the original wild area, they like here's some more Pokemon.
But in that sense, you don't necessarily have to play it then in order to like to buy the expansion. You could just trade for them then, could you not?
I'm pretty sure you're right. Yeah.
Yeah, right.
I think they trade for them.
I think the update like already happened on the games.
Yeah. So. Okay. No, fair enough.
Yeah, so you can trade for them or like send them to Pokemon Home and then send them back to Sword and Shield.
Excellent.
Yeah. So, Pokemon, thumbs up from us.